At Sierra, discover great deals on top brand workout gear, like high-quality walking shoes, which might lead to another discovery.
40,000 steps, baby. Who's on top now, Karen?
You've taken the office step challenge a step too far. Don't worry, though. Sierra also has yoga gear. It might be a good place to find your zen. Discover top brands at unexpectedly low prices. Sierra, let's get moving.
When did making plans get this complicated? It's time to streamline with WhatsApp, the secure messaging app that brings the whole group together. Use polls to settle dinner plans. Send event invites and pin messages so no one forgets Mom's 60th. And never miss a meme or milestone. All protected with end-to-end encryption. It's time for WhatsApp. Message privately with everyone. Learn more at whatsapp.com.
JuJu tossed me a stat of the day here. The Ravens defense has 4 sacks this season. 39-year-old Calais Campbell has 3 sacks this season. The Ravens defense has been truly epically terrible. We're going to get to the useless sound montage in a second. We're going to get to Against the Spread in a second. But first, we have this breaking news from Jane Levy. We don't know where Jeremy slept last night. And Jane Levy.
Levy, that's a fine.
Sorry, my bad. Yes, you're levying a fine. Jane Levy.
That's my type of joke.
Jane Levy is calling you a boy toy because you forgot to mention that you went to the Yankee-Red Sox game and you forgot to plug her book, Make Me Commissioner, I Know What's Wrong with Baseball and How to Fix It. Did she demand that the boy toy call her commish?
No, but she did demand that I plug this book for everyone, which I am doing right now.
So there was a means to an end, huh?
Seemingly. No, I mean, look, I already bought the book myself. I also bought her Sandy Koufax book because I'm fascinated by Koufax, and she wrote the book on Sandy Koufax. But I know we've had a lot of fun. The most fun experience to be at that baseball game for what ended up being a historic ninth inning. It wasn't the way I think anybody in that stadium really wanted it to go, but to be there for the Yankees to load the bases and ultimately not come through, hanging out with Brian Ross, like a legendary journalist, investigative journalist from NBC News and ABC News.
David's
Jane
brother?
Levy. It was really a remarkable experience.
Were there any lulls in conversation? Was it constant chatter?
Constant. Yeah, we were just talking about. We ended up in conversations about middle relievers developing new pitches as Luke Weaver came in and struggled, and we talked about which pitches that we were seeing that we think maybe would be challenged in the future. It was a baseball fans baseball conversation.
Cody, what are you laughing about?
I was eating it up.
What are you laughing about, Zaslow? What are you guys doing?
I can't repeat what was just said to me.
If it's a conversation about middle relievers, I want nothing to do with it. I'm sorry.
I'm confused. So she invited you under the condition of plug my book,
well,
and
no.
You did not plug the book?
No, that wasn't why I was invited. At the end of our conversation, it was.
What do you plug, JuJu?
Jesus Christ.
Against the Spread.
Buy Make Me Commissioner. Buy the book. Go buy it. It's great. Jane is great. I love her.
Did you call her today? Did she call you? What's the...
Texted her this morning.
You didn't bother waiting a day?
Desperate.
Wait 2 days? No?
My gosh.
Right away?
Before we get to Against the Spread, let's play, please, the useless sound montage. We have waited too long.
Man, it's an honor to represent American football here in Dublin.
Beautiful day in Western New York. Glory to God for the weather.
First and foremost, all glory belongs to God. My Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, just want to thank him for this victory for us, keeping us safe for the most part.
The winner of these games when we play them usually starts out fast. We started out fast in the past. They started out fast today.
Not a big deal. Just keep that between us.
Good to get a win. Proud of the team.
Never ever give up.
My gut was probably wrong a lot of the night.
No, it's just a football game. I think that's just the best way to describe it.
In the grand scheme of things, man, you better be careful grading wins.
Those critical variables in football, generally it's not they're underemphasized.
Great to get Chris back. His aunt died, and it was good to get him back here.
I don't think you should be that sensitive about it, but it is what it is. Not too worried about it.
No, we're going to keep that between us.
It's a tie, and I really don't know what to say about that.
The game and the work that you put into the game never lie to you.
Kudos to TA and company but also kudos to the men.
Try to go 1-0.
The standards are the standards. The identity is the identity, and it doesn't change for anybody.
That's the only thing you can do when you're in a spot like this is just keep coming out, keep swinging.
We got to learn how to win. This is year one of our program.
You can't fight and get behind the 8 ball against good teams and expect to win.
We work on it. We get better. Get back to work and regroup. Rethink.
Not blink when a lot of people are telling them to blink.
Good things happen, to those who just stay consistent and stay ready.
You got to feel the taste of it.
Yeah, you just hope that there's no mechanical problems that slow the plane down from taking off.
When you score 0 points, it's not good enough.
Look, it's good to get a win. I'm happy for our players. I'm happy for our coaches. They put a lot of time and effort and energy into us.
I can just open my eyes and see an entire team and stadium and organization that doesn't have time for my feelings.
Component of it being a great trip is doing the job, and thankfully we were able to do that.
No, we're just going to keep that between us right now. That's it.
Coach Parcells used to put the mouse traps up everywhere. You'd come in on the next day if he thought it was one of those games, and there'd be thousands of them.
There's nobody that puts more pressure and eats more frustration than I do on where we're at.
We're in the Ultimate Parity League, and I think that's why we have such a good relationship with our fans, man, and we enjoy putting our talents and skills on display for them.
But miss a 56-yarder, but that's 56 yards, so we've gotten spoiled.
The complimentary football today showed up, obviously making plays in 3 phases.
It doesn't take much. You just tell them what's on your mind, and they already know what's up.
He's been a stud, Nick. I mean, the guy, he's a grown man.
I know what you're doing there, Paul. I know what you're doing. And I'm not going to answer that to you right now.
Put it on the poll, please, Juju. Does anyone eat more frustration than Brian Callahan?
I don't believe Dan Campbell when he says he had a coach put thousands of mouse traps around the locker room before a trap game. I don't believe that. Thousands of mouse traps.
You think Parcells was walking around with a box full of mouse traps
Thousands?
before big games and laying them out?
I don't understand Schottenheimer saying he's got to learn. They have to learn how to win. Has no one on the team ever won a football game?
Dave Wanstead used to use lobster traps. More impressive than mouse traps.
Yeah, that's how Wanstead evolved. Like the instead of just copycatting or stealing the idea of mouse traps, I'm going to do it South Florida style. Yes. I'm going to see if Jimmy can lend me some of his lobster traps. Let's do against the spread. Get to the polls and get to Juju's analysis, withering criticism of my performance on today's show.
Against the spread. Against the spread. Billy kicks off. Wait, first, Against the Spread is brought to you by DraftKings. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Now, go ahead.
All right, I'm looking at the NFL slate this week, and there's one game out there. It's Dolphins versus the Panthers. Dolphins on the road, favored by 1.5 points. It's juicy, but I'm not going to go with that game. I'm going to stay away from that game.
Glad you mentioned it.
I'm going to go with the Giants plus 2.5 at the Saints. The Saints, they played the Bills close, but they're not a good team. The Giants, they beat the Chargers, who we thought were a good team. Jackson Dart, I mean. Is this a revelation? I don't know. I just have a feeling about this Giants team, so I'm going to take the Giants plus 2.5 against the New Orleans
Truly
Saints
crappy analysis. You have a feeling. Excellent.
Greg Cody, what's your pick?
Miami Hurricanes minus 4.5 in tally. Yes, please. I am all in on the Canes. Their pass defense is much, much better equipped than last season to stop the Seminoles. I like Miami by at least a touchdown.
Homer Cody thinks it's going to be a blowout. Homer Cody thinks the UM is going to drag FSU.
Are you covering the game?
At least a touchdown. Yes, I will be writing off that game.
You making the drive?
No, I am not.
Can you
pick you're doing it from
a game
home?
that you're covering?
I'm running because of the government shutdown.
Yeah.
There's still no roads or highways.
You thought he was Herbie and he had to sit it out?
Why are you such a homer? Do you ever pick against the local teams? Like ever? I don't have.
I picked the Dolphins to lose to the Bills.
He thought the Marlins would be bad this year.
Well,
you picked the Dolphins to lose to the Bills when they were a 12.5 point underdog.
Right. I did pick them to cover, which they did. Thank you.
My God.
Why is it a homer pick?
Yeah, against the spread, I picked them to cover.
Stop being a homer, Bo.
Juju, what do you have for us today before we get to the polls here? What did you think of today's show? Where was I especially crappy today?
The first spot you was crappy. I pulled teeth and nails every show trying to get y'all to talk the W. If something awesome happens in the W, let's bring in Jessica Smetana to talk about it. And I'm out. Salute to Jessica. She's an expert also, but I would love to be in those conversations. It's my life over here.
Well, have at it.
Here nor there.
No, it's right here and it's there. It's right here. We're here. Don't go there. We're right here. We're here right now. Tell us what you thought about Nafisa Collier, what she had to say, and also tell us what you think about these WNBA finals. I should tell people, alley-oop is something he's doing with Trista. They've got great chemistry, and their coverage of the league is exceptional. So tell us what you got.
Nah, I care about the show, and I understand the fans of the show have an attention span for the W. And we rolled out the red carpet for my sister Jessica. We got into it. So all I would say is salute to head coach Stephanie White of the Indiana Fever, Natasha Howard, Aaliyah Boston, Odyssey Sims, Kelsey Mitchell, Lexi Hull, Breonna Turner, the whole squad. Shea Petty, they showed so much resilience going up against that Aces team shorthanded. Nothing but applause for that team. I hope they keep the coach because that would be an abomination to get rid of her after this performance. And yeah, the final should be awesome. I told you midway through the season, whenever Asia got her hand hurt, you asked me, are the Aces in trouble? I told you, but they're going to be all right. And guess what? They all right. You feel me?
You're wearing the Lamar Jackson gear. What did you think? We talked a lot Lamar Jackson today. What were your thoughts there?
Oh, yeah, I think that y'all was spot on. And Nick was spot on and Mike was spot on. At first, it was so much coming from that side, you know. As a black man, you can't help but see and feel that side, that there has been an overcorrection on my brother. My brother got to win some of these big games, man. Like, so that fumble in Buffalo last year, that it was snowing, it was rough conditions, but at the same time, you out there, you got to get it done. So you're spot on with Lamar. Also with the Chiefs, when it comes to the Chiefs beating these teams, I think that the Buffalo Bills, my team, I think our defense is so ass that it's above and beyond. Like y'all said, when Josh makes it, he makes it because he has to put the Superman cape on. They lose by 1 point because the defense can't stop a cold. Like last year, Patrick Mahomes was getting rid of that ball to Elam's side instantly. We traded Elam to the Cowboys, and now everybody wonder, what's wrong with the Cowboys defense? It's Kyer Elam. Back to you.
Okay, that's all that's wrong with the Cowboys defense. Do you have any updates for us here on Greg Cody and his abominable position of we've got too many statues in sports?
Oh, yeah. This isn't a sports statue, but I got to ask my brother his opinion on this statue. They recently unveiled a Tina Turner statue, my brother.
Oh, it's rough.
It is rough.
Is it really? I haven't seen it. It's rough.
Oh, my God. Video team, if you got it, do my boy a favor and show it to him. But, yeah, I got to ask you. Is Tina Turner worth the statue in your opinion, Greg?
Yes. If it's a music statue, I'm gonna put.
Oh my goodness,
it's really rough.
Yeah. I noticed that. I don't see Ike. I don't see Ike anywhere there, which is probably just as well.
Why would we want Ike there? What does that have to do
like
with
Ike?
Where did you bring it? What do we need Ike there for?
Ike and Tina Turner.
Wait.
He was not a nice man.
Rolling down the river. That's why I'm making a joke about it. It's just as well that he's not there.
It's not a laughing matter, Greg.
I know, it really isn't. No.
Come on.
That's too much hair. She had a lot of hair, but that's over the top, literally and figuratively.
Well, she actually didn't have a lot of hair.
Thank you.
Hey, real ones know. Speaking of that, I got to ask my brother, Mike, did you see Tony Romo over the weekend?
Yeah.
Dude, what's
suspicious?
What is going on with this guy?
And also some other stuff going on.
More the face for me.
Oh my goodness. I instantly thought of Mike. I'm like, I got to show this to Mike because he knows what's going on here.
Mike, are you making a ruling as the world's, certainly America's foremost authority, sports expert on calling people out when they're doing things with their face, hair, teeth that is false, postizo?
Yeah.
What are you ruling here?
Dan, he went for the hat trick. He did stuff with the hair, face, and teeth.
Damn. It's giving hair, face, ass.
Yeah, and also makeup on the hands, too.
Man,
damn.
That is the back of the hands. He does have something on the back of the hands there as well. Tony Romo.
There's nothing wrong with that.
And Dan, this is the only correction I have for you from the show today. His mama called him Castellanos. I'm gonna call him Castellanos.
I don't know. I don't think his mother does call him Castellanos. I don't think his mother does call him Castellanos.
Let's get her on.
No, he says
this is a Matt Diaz situation where he's like, "It's Diaz." I'm like, "No, brother, it ain't. You'll find out."
She's wrong too.
No, I don't know that his mother calls him Castellanos. I think he's been Americanized and he insists on making it Castellanos. I think she calls him Castellanos.
Why isn't it his choice?
Why didn't she call him by his first name?
Yeah.
Because the double L, you have to roll it if you're Hispanic. That's why.
If I want to pronounce my name Greg Cott, I'm Greg Cott.
Your name actually is pronounced Cote, but you say Cody.
I know, so it's Cody. Who owns my name?
Like Julio
I do.
Jones.
I own my name.
I'm still reeling from your need to throw Ike Turner into a
weird.
Tina Turner statue situation.
He said he was glad that Ike wasn't there.
Yeah, he did.
Thank you, Billy.
This could also be a Cameron Ward situation in which, look, there's only one Castellanos in sports, and we don't want our name associated with that.
The boy toy over there is overcorrecting now because
doing promo.
Jane Levy wants her book sold, and the boy toy does what he's told.
Please buy this book because Jane is wonderful and invited me to a baseball game under no false pretenses. Why is my dad holding up his book?
I mean, we're all promoting books here all of a sudden.
Let's update the polls at Le Batard Show. What do you have today, Juju?
Oh my goodness. Do you trust your airline pilot less if he or she talks with a lisp? Come on, man. Lisp lives matter. 56% of the audience says yes, they trust them less.
Attention passengers.
People are lying. They feel bad. That's crazy.
On your left, you'll see the Grand Canyon.
Also, I'm reminded there was nothing more on brand for Zaslow today for him to not understand how oil and money works. Bravo, brother.
You should have heard during the break. Zaz was in here wondering if the Saudis just have a bank account that's just endless numbers.
Coaching symposium there.
I mean, you're telling me the Saudis, they never call their accountant to make sure they can afford it?
All of a sudden, there's a sheik going, "We're overdrawn. We got to withdraw that offer to Brady."
Do you crush quesadillas? 90% of the audience says yes, you do. And the last poll, should we stop having sporting events in Long Island? Sorry, guys. 81% of the audience says yes, we should, and those are your polls.
Jeremy, did you find out for me the question I was asking about how the results came back on the poll from yesterday?
Yes, 367% of the audience voted yes.
What was the question?
You had asked the 17-3, is it insurmountable for Penn State to overcome a 17-3 since 19 whatever? Yeah, 800% of the audience voted yes. That joke would have hit harder if you read it for if he had just let the joke sit for the second time this show.
Doing the AI thing?
Yeah, I was trying. I work hard. I flew in. I woke up at 4 a.m. to be back here.
In our defense, we didn't want you here.
Why do I?
All right, we didn't ask for this either.
She wore your ass out, man. You were useless today.
Dan.